What do you carry with you every time you go out? You see, for most modern men, it's their phone or their wallet, but not so long ago, this was not typical. Gentlemen were always prepared when leaving the house. They carried items with them in their day-to-day lives because they were reminders of discipline and marks of respect, and these traits define true elegance. So, gentlemen, in this video, I'm going to let you in on 6 items a gentleman always carries with him, and why you should consider them too. Number 1. Cash. In a world full of contactless payments and digital wallets, carrying cash might seem old school, but that's exactly why it stands out. A gentleman always thinks ahead, and having a few bills in your pocket is very important. You never know when you'll be in a place that doesn't take cards, or when a payment app just won't work. You could be grabbing a coffee from a street vendor, tipping a valet, or splitting a bill where just Venmo me isn't an option. This is why it's always best to have some cash with you. It keeps you ready and shows that you leave the house prepared. It also prepares you for those small moments that you can leave a lasting impression. For example, someone else is short on bus fare. You might even find yourself in a situation where the card machine is down, or you'd like to leave a generous tip for great service at a restaurant. Number 2. A business card case. If you work in any professional capacity, chances are you already have a business card. But the business card deserves respect, and so does the person you're giving it to. When we're asked to give someone a business card, the least we can do is slide it out of a beautiful case instead of scrounging around for it in the depths of our wallet, or worse, our pockets. And I'm not talking about a cheap plastic case, but a nice leather one that exudes quality and professionalism. Remember, gentlemen, the first impression is always the most important one. I still remember the first time someone handed me their card from a leather case, and it instantly elevated how I saw them. So investing in a nice business card case has more than just practical benefits. It communicates that you value the interaction, and it also shows that you pay attention to presentation, even in the smallest details. By the way, you can find a link in the description to all the products I personally use and mention today. Number 3. A handkerchief. Next is something that's almost non-existent in pockets today, but it used to be a true hallmark of class: the handkerchief. This seemingly simple piece of cloth has always been a symbol of care and dignity. Apart from serving the gentleman himself when he needs to dab sweat from his forehead, a handkerchief also serves others. A lady could be caught in the rain and need to dab her face, or it's a wedding or funeral and someone standing next to him is emotional. You might even have company while sitting in the summer heat, and your guests might need to wipe off their sweat. Reaching into your pocket and offering a clean, folded handkerchief at that moment is unforgettable. It shows you are thinking ahead and that you care about them. It's a small, thoughtful act, but it speaks louder than 1,000 words. All of this goes much deeper. A handkerchief teaches discipline because it needs attention. You have to carry it around in your pocket, clean it, fold it, and keep it fresh. A handkerchief also teaches dedication, because we live in a world where disposable tissues have become the go-to. The man who carries a handkerchief is dedicated to the tradition and art of being a gentleman. Number 4. A pen. Now let's talk about the pen. A small tool that says a lot about the man who carries it. In a time where everyone's typing, tapping, and voice-to-texting, carrying a pen might seem outdated. But that's exactly what makes it unique. A gentleman with a pen is a man who's prepared to leave a mark, literally. You never know when you'll need to sign a receipt, jot down a phone number, or make a quick note during a conversation. You might even find yourself in a situation where you need to help someone fill out a form, or you're at a dinner where someone needs to write something down, and nobody else thought to bring one. In that moment, a pen turns into more than just a writing tool. It becomes a sign of readiness, intention, and attention to detail. Carrying a pen also speaks volumes about how you handle yourself. It shows you're organized and that you take thoughts seriously enough to write them down instead of just typing them in your phone. If you carry a real pen, not a cheap throwaway, but something sleek, solid and reliable, it becomes part of your presence. It doesn't have to be extremely expensive. A brand like Parker, for example, sells really nice pens at an affordable price. Number 5. A mini fragrance. Now here's one gentleman essential that might surprise you. A mini fragrance. Let's be honest, this isn't something most men traditionally carry. Cologne usually stays in the bathroom at home, but a true gentleman knows that scent is part of his presence. It's that final invisible detail that leaves an impression long after you've walked away. So I suggest carrying a small travel-sized fragrance. Considering it's mini, you're not dousing yourself in it. Instead, you're keeping your scent subtle, fresh and intentional. Whether it's been a long day, you've got an unexpected meeting, or you simply want to re-center yourself, one quick spray will go a long way and get you back in control of the energy you give off. Personally, I use a refillable mini bottle that I can easily fill with fragrance I regularly wear. This way I always carry my signature scent with me, without having to bring the full bottle around. You might think the habit seems inconsequential, but people do notice your scent. You're also not just thinking about how you feel, you're thinking about how you make others feel. That scent becomes unforgettable when you lean in to shake someone's hand, or take off your jacket while someone's next to you. The result gives a level of grace most men overlook. Sure, it's a modern move, but it's rooted in old school class. So remember, in a crowded room, the man who smells good, clean, calm and confident is often the one people remember. Number 6. A lighter. Last but not least, let's talk about the lighter. Now you might think, why would I carry a lighter? I don't even smoke. And that's fair, most men today don't. But carrying a lighter shows that you're considerate of someone else who needs to light a cigar or a candle at a dinner table. The phrase, "Do you have a lighter?" is practically legendary. It has started countless conversations and created unexpected moments, especially in social settings. When a woman asks you for a light and you calmly pull one out, it's not just useful, it is also attractive. You also might even be at a wedding and they're passing around sparklers, or you're at a campsite and someone forgot theirs. When that happens, you easily pull out a lighter and suddenly you're the one who saved the moment without any hustle, bustle or dramatic gesture. That's exactly what separates a gentleman from the crowd. There's also something classic about a man with a lighter. It's a small item, yes, but it gives a feeling of tradition and presence. Like the handkerchief, the lighter is an item that proves a gentleman's intentionality about simple details and consideration for others. Once you add these 6 essentials to your everyday carry, you'll immediately feel the difference on the days you have them versus the days you don't. They quietly elevate your presence and help you move through the world with purpose. You won't just look more prepared, you'll be more prepared. And as I said, you can find the ones I use in the description. But gentlemen, I hope you find this video interesting, and let me know in the comments what other gentleman essentials you carry that we haven't discussed yet. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.